When you're learning how to draw, you are measuring with your eye the relationships of the edges. You're going to concentrate on the outside edges of the object that you're drawing and try to reproduce those edges and their spatial relationships onto the paper. This is Learning How to Draw for Beginners Part 2. So, get your sketchbook or some paper, something to draw on. Also, get something to draw with. Get a pencil or a ballpoint pen or a marker. Also, get 3 different objects that you can draw. Don't make them complicated, something simple. I'm going to draw a shaving brush, a bar of soap that's been broken in half, and a disposable razor. So, go get that stuff and let's get ready to draw. Hello everyone and welcome to Paint by Monster with me, your host, Easel Monster. Hey, before we get started drawing our objects from life, and keep watching because we'll get to that here in just a minute, I have to play some show and tell with you. Here is an email I received recently. Hello there, Easel Monster. My 4-year-old daughter, Katie, and I are big Paint by Monster fans. She loves to sing along with Make Some Art and kept asking if we could make art with bologna and macaroni sometime like you sing about in the song. So last weekend, we finally did. You'll see the results in the attached photos. First, we made Bologna Man with a bit of macaroni on his helmet, and then we made a fruit and vegetable dragon for him to fight. Katie wanted to do part all by herself, so she used an apple, some toothpicks, and all sorts of snacks to make the baby dragon egg that they were fighting over. So who won? We did, because after we finished the project, we took it all apart and ate the combatants for a snack and dinner. Thanks for all the monster fun and artistic inspiration. This from my friend and supporter of the show, Seth Johnson, and his daughter, Katie. Thank you for sending me these photographs, and I ask his permission. Can I please show everybody on the show all of your amazing and wonderful photographs? Isn't that something? I mean, look at this. All right, I think Seth might be up for one of the Dad of the Year award, all right? I mean, you know, making a meat man to fight somebody is pretty great. Bologna Man. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Katie. All right, let's do some drawing from life. Now, I'm going to start with the shaving brush, which, as you can see here, it's got a little wooden base and a metal ferrule that holds the bristles in. One of the reasons why I wanted to start with this is because the bristles present an opportunity to us that's very similar to when you go to start drawing human hair. Here is a place where you have to get the idea of the hair out of your head and look at what the shape of the bundle is together, okay? Don't think of the bristles as little individual strands of anything. Think of them as a mass or a big shape. You are looking at the outside edges of the hairs or the bristles. You are not thinking of them individually. So, once again, I'm going to start here at the bottom. You can start anywhere, but I'm going to start at the bottom of this wooden base, this handle, and I'm just going to go around the edge, paying attention to the contours, the outside edges of the shape. Okay, then I'm going to start treating the bristles on this shaving brush as one big shape, not as individual bristles. I can't stress that enough. You have to quiet that part of your mind that understands that these are individual bristles and only allow your eyes and hands to see the outside edges of the shape. Drawing is an instance in life where the stuff that you know about what you're drawing can actually get in the way of producing a good drawing. Set those things you know aside and allow your eyes and hands to concentrate on the edges of the shapes. I think I could have been more accurate with those bristles over there on the right-hand side, but that's okay. All right, I'm coming down here on this right side of the handle and this little round part and the tapering down to the base here, and now I'm going to start making some of the outside edge lines a little bit darker and start working on the inside of the shape. Here's the ferrule. That's what that little metal part here is called, the ferrule of a brush. Also, remember, it's better to make a confident wrong mark than it is to make a bunch of little wispy, hairy strokes that sort of try to go around the outside edge but not very confident. Be confident. Make a mark. Okay, I'm going to confidently erase this wrong mark over here. There we go. Get rid of this one. There we go. Yeah, I know. I drew up here into the letters, but that's all right. They can be erased too, okay? This is sketchbook work. We are practicing drawing in our sketchbook. It's all right. This is not for a finished art or something like that, all right? So I'm going to darken up some of the outside edges here, work a little bit faster, okay? And I think we'll start also on this. I'll add some tonal value with my pencil, okay? Kind of go lightly and, take a look at some of the wood grain and take a look at some of the lighting and that kind of stuff to try to capture a sense of the three-dimensionality of the shaving brush. This is what most people refer to as shading. That's what's going on here. I am shading the interior space of this shaving brush. Again, being sensitive to the light and the shadow. Now, come in here and work on some of the bristles. Again, I'm not thinking of these as individual bristles. I am thinking of these as a mass. I am looking at the darks and the lights in addition to looking at the movement. I want my sketched lines to sort of go in the same direction as the bristles, okay? Don't go side to side if the bristles are coming up and down. Now, on an expensive shaving brush, the bristles are made out of badger hairs. In fact, the French call a shaving brush blaireau, which means badger. And on a less expensive kind, they're made out of boar's hair or horse's hair. So you hang out with me, you just never know what you're going to learn. All right, I'm just sort of scribbling in some tonal value of the top of the bristles here and scribbling in some of the way that the darks and lights, the values of this shaving brush go, all right? And again, this is just a sketch. We're learning how to draw. Not now, you can also, if you're using a pencil, don't do this with a ballpoint pen so easily, but if you're using a pencil, you can, with your finger or with a blending stump or with a rolled up piece of paper or something like that, you can start blending some of these pencil marks together. Like with this Blackwing pencil, the lead is really soft, so it's really easy to blend these pencil lines into a tone. Now, I'm going to use my eraser as a drawing tool right here, and I'm going to erase the highlight out of the ferrule. See that? You can get back to white of the paper. It's completely valid to use your eraser as one of your drawing tools. Why not? If there's a white highlight, erase out of your tone back to the white of the paper. It looks great. Even though sometimes people don't think like that, okay? So, anyway, there's a shaving brush, okay? That's good enough as a sketch. Next, let's draw this half bar of soap, all right? Break them in half so I can put it in two places. Let me find which angle I want to draw this bar of soap from. That looks pretty good. All right, just like the shaving brush, we're going to look at the outside edges. Let me speed this up. Of this bar of soap and get those down, get those relationships settled, and then we can start working on the interior lines and tones of this bar of soap. And, I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm clean now. Soap joke. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, next, let's draw this disposable razor. This is the third thing I had laying around in my bathroom that I went when I grabbed three things that we could draw here. And I keep this in the guest drawer. I mean, obviously, I'm not using a razor. There are some things in life that are really stupid ideas, and you only have to do them once to know, don't ever do that again. And for me, shaving was one of those things. It's a really stupid idea. Never do it again. Which reminds me of a shaving-related public service announcement. Never, ever compliment the mustache of your coworker, because she will tell human resources on you, and you will lose your job. All right. disposable razor, half bar of soap, and a shaving brush. And that's Drawing from Life for Beginners Part 2. That will about wrap it up for this episode. Hey, also, before I go, I need to tell you that you can now visit the all-new Paint by Monster website. That's up and running. Also, go follow me on Instagram. Also, next time on Paint by Monster, just something for the fun of it, all right? And in the meantime, you know what to go do with yourself, right? Go make some art. Make a drawing or a painting. Go make something entertaining. Make some art. Go make some art. Go get your pencils, paints, and papers, blaster, chisels, markers, scrapers, rulers, canvas, brushes, hammers, nails, and tape, guitars and super glue. Get glue and macaroni, cameras, frames, and fried bologna. Go get anything you need for making art. That gnawing feeling deep inside that you can do it isn't lying to you. Get up off your butt and make some art. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up to like and also hit the subscribe button. Also, please leave me a comment in the comment section below or get really wild and leave 2 comments. For now, I answer everyone back. Also, share the video and tell your friends. Paint by Monster is made by one monster sitting in a tiny upstairs bedroom studio smack downtown in Muncie, Indiana. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, go make some art, and see you next time.